It's day 16 of farmers' agitation, and I am at the Tikri border to get a sense of what's happening on the ground. There's massive police and RAF presence. Beyond barricades, loudspeakers are blaring. Agitating farmers have stopped the media from entering their protest site. I sat down next to our men in uniform as they continued keeping a vigil to ensure no breakdown of law and order. And as I decoded the implications in my head, I realized this is no more just a protest, it's more politics and more posturing. And that's why in this episode of Predicted, I predict the agitation will have direct implications in the upcoming elections here.
Friends, welcome to episode 1 of Predicted by Pradeep Bhandari. Now this show is dedicated to the national and international events and how do they impact the national polity. Today in episode 1, we will be talking about the national implications of the farmer protest. At this moment, I am at the Tikri border. Now from the past 2 weeks, there is a standoff between the farmers and the government of India. The farmers have been asking for a couple of demands. They've been asking to completely roll off the entire farming laws. Now if you look at the situation, the government has proposed a lot of amendments. The government has said that they've given a guarantee to the MSP. The government is assured that the land of the farmer will not be taken. But the farmers have maintained one stand, and it's a maximalist stand, that they want all the 3 farm laws to be repealed. Now we've seen that how there have been posters of Umar Khalid, Gautam Lavlakha and even some Khalistani sympathizers at the protest site. This has made people to ask that whether this is exactly an entirely farmer-led, by farmer, of farmer and for farmer movement, or there are certain anti-national elements which are involved. Now this is all what we will be talking about in our prognosis. And I will be presenting you the 12 important points which you need to know.
These predictions are a result of hours of fieldwork. I followed the probability map of outcome to answer 12 questions that you wanted answers to.
Whether the farmer protest will create a situation of anti-Modi sentiment in the country, the answer is no. Whether the current farmer protest has more than 50% of small and marginal farmers across the country going against the government, the answer is no. Whether majority of farmers across the country are for amendment of the farm laws, the answer is yes. Whether majority of the farmers are for repealing all the 3 farm laws, the answer is no. Whether these farmer protests will have impact in the Punjab elections in 2022, the answer is yes. The Congress, Aam Aadmi Party and Akali are for that sentiment. Right now the Congress party has a slight edge. Whether these farmer protests will have any impact in the Bengal, Assam and Tamil Nadu assembly elections, the answer is no. Whether at this moment Punjab farmers are for repealing farm laws or they are against repealing farm laws, well, farmers in Punjab, majority of them, if we've spoken to, have their sentiment with the protest. And the last question on your screen which you can see is whether these protests will have a situation of converting into positive votes for the opposition, and whether Bandh politics lead to positive votes or negative votes, the answer is negative votes. Thank you so much for joining on this episode of Predicted by Pradeep Bhandari. Next episode next week, I'll catch up with another issue which will impact the Indian polity. Shukriya.